Good morning, students. Myself, Rishabh Gupta. I will teach you industrial pharmacy in this semester. So, first of all, I would like to discuss what all will be covered in this subject. Like our first unit is pre-formulation studies, that will cover physical properties, various chemical properties, and the second unit cover regarding tablets and the liquid orals. Then our third unit will cover regarding capsules. Then our fourth unit will be covering parenteral products. Then and final and last unit will cover regarding the cosmetics. So now coming towards the our first unit, that is our today's session, that is pre-formulation studies. In this we will be studying various types of pre-formulation studies, their objectives and major areas of pre-formulation research formulation, and what are the different properties, different characterization tests that need to be performed in pre-formulation studies. So starting with the definition of pre-formulation, it is defined as the phase of research and development in which pre-formulation studies characterize chemical and physical properties of the drug in a particular molecule in order to develop safe, effective and stable dosage form. And the word pre-formulation is divided into two small words, pre and formulation. That simply means pre means before and formulation means to make. Before making any product or formulation, we need to conduct these pre-formulation studies. So now coming to the objectives of this pre-formulation studies. The first objective is to establish physico-chemical parameters of new drug entity or new drug compound. The second objective is to determine kinetics, that is rate of reaction and stability of the drug molecule. The third objective is to establish its compatibility with common excipients. The third objective is to establish compatibility with common excipients, and our fourth objective is to insight into how drug products should be processed and stored to ensure its quality for the longer duration of period. And now coming to major areas of pre-formulation research, it can be utilized in various areas. So coming one by one, discuss we will discuss all. First one is organoleptic characters. In this we can check color, odor, taste and of the drug product or crude drug. Then coming to the bulk characterization, in this crystallinity and polymorphism of the crystal structure of the drug is determined. Then coming to the hygroscopicity, and then coming to the powder characteristics, these all come under bulk characterization. Then coming to the solubility analysis, in this there are various headings like ionization constant, pK, pH and solubility profile, common ion effect, thermal effects, solubilization, partition coefficient, dissolution. And now coming to the two more parameters like stability analysis. Under this, stability in toxicology formulations, then in solution stability, then coming to the pH rate profile, then solid state stability, bulk stability and compatibility. These all parameters we will study one by one. Then coming to the chemical parameters, under this we have hydrolysis, photodegradation of the molecules, then coming to the oxidation. So now starting from the organoleptic characters, Here in this parameter of characterization, we can measure or view color, odor and taste of drugs. These colors can be the colors, odor and taste that are mentioned in this table are very commonly found. There might be chances that you can have some the colors generally that we find are off-white, creamy yellow, brownish, shiny, tan, and the odor that are generally found that are pungent, sulfurous, aromatic, and odorless. The taste that commonly found are acidic, bitter, bland, intense, sweet, and tasteless. Now coming to the bulk characterization, crystallinity. Crystallinity is a crystal habit and internal structure of drug that generally affect bulk and physiochemical properties of molecule. So now let's discuss about the crystal habit and internal structure. The crystal habit is a description of the outer appearance of the solid. Like in a crystal, the outer layer of crystal is known as crystal habit, and the internal structure or the internal arrangement in the molecule or is known as internal structure, and the changes in the internal structure usually alters the crystal habit. For example, conversion of sodium salt to its free acid form produce changes both internally and in crystal habit. And then coming to the different shapes of crystal, uh, crystals may be found in different shapes like cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic, and hexagonal. There are several other shapes also. uh, Now coming to the types of crystals, depending on the internal structure of compound is classified as crystalline or amorphous. Crystalline compounds are characterized by repetitious spacing of constituent atom or molecule in 3D space. Uh, in amorphous form, atoms or molecules are randomly placed, whereas in crystalline form, the atoms and molecules are very compactly packed. They do not have any void spaces, whereas in amorphous form, these contain some void spaces. Then coming to the solubility and dissolution rates are greater in case of amorphous form of solid crystal as compared to crystalline form, as amorphous form has higher thermodynamic energy. For example, amorphous form of novo biocin is well absorbed, whereas its crystalline form results in very poor absorption. Now coming to our next topic, that is polymorphism. The definition is it is the ability of the compound to exist in more than one form with different internal lattice, or we can say internal arrangement. Uh, Here mainly two different types of crystalline forms are present. These crystalline forms are known as polymorphs. These are of two types. The first one is enantiotropic and the second one is monotropic. Uh, Enantiotropic can be defined as the polymorphs which can be changed from one form into another by changing or varying temperature or pressure are known as enantiotropic polymorphs. For example, sulfur. Now coming to monotropic polymorphs, the definition is one polymorph that is unstable at all temperatures and pressure is called monotrophic polymorph. For example, glycerine straight. Now coming to one important point, the polymorphs that differs from each other with respect to their physical properties like melting point, density, solubility, hardness, and compression characteristics. Uh, One example for this is chloramphenicol that exists in three different forms A, B, and C, and out of which B form is more stable and most preferable. So, in today's session, we will end here. We will continue in next lecture further.